Break the Board Sports Thursday night college football breakdown. Only one game on the slate. Getting college football every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday now to go along with Saturday, but Thursday only one game competing with the NFL slate. So love that scheduling. South Alabama visits Georgia State. South Alabama laying 6 on the road. Click that like, hit subscribe. Let's get into the breakdown here. South Alabama, like I said, laying 6.5. You're over under 55.5. Right now, 62% of bets, 74% of the handle to the over, 38% of bets, 26% of the handle to the under. As far as the spread goes, 59% of bets, 67% of the handle going to South Alabama, 41% of bets, 33% of the handle going to Georgia State. Now, both of these teams come in 1-6, not very good, as the old ball coach Steve Spurrier would say. South Alabama 2-5 ATS. Georgia State 1-6 ATS. Head to head, though, Georgia State has taken the last 3 meetings between these two teams. Last one coming back in 2020. Excuse me. South Alabama 1-4 ATS their last 5, but they're 0-6 their last 6. More importantly, Georgia State 4-1 straight up, like I said, against South Alabama. And Georgia State head to head with South Alabama is on a 6-0 ATS run. So Georgia State's covered all the last 6 meetings. However, Georgia State probably wishes they could play South Alabama all the time because they're 1-7 straight up their last 8 and 1-7 ATS their last 8 when they're not playing in South Alabama. The total has gone over 6 of the last 9 games for Georgia State, and head to head, the under has cashed 5 straight times between these two teams. With that 55.5. Let's look at where they're scoring points at and kind of how that breaks down to see if that 55.5 under is looking like a play. South Alabama averaging 23.4 points per game. Georgia State averaging 18.9 points per game. About 5 points a game better is Georgia State, or is South Alabama rather. But on the other hand, South Alabama's defense giving up 29.3 points per game. It's even worse for Georgia State, giving up 41.1 points per game. That Georgia State defense, really hard to back and under there for sure. Both of these teams 4-3 to the over for the college football season. When I look at this game, obviously I like home dogs, but I've gotten bit the past couple nights. Had Florida International, didn't work out. That was a loser. Had Western Kentucky, that was a winner, but they were a road dog. And then looking at it, also had New Mexico State, which if the score holds up, that's going to be a loser. So the home dogs, though they did great for us last week, have really struggled this week. However, with these two teams, as bad as they truly are, when I look at this, I think the only way you got to look and go is with Georgia State, another home dog. Again, this is something I'm probably not going to have a bet on, to be quite honest with you, especially after that Florida International game put a bad taste in my mouth. And then on top of it, turn right around with New Mexico State tonight. I would still say, though, it's either Georgia State or nothing. I'm not going to go laying points on the road with a 1-6 team, right? So even if you like South Alabama, you're going to have to sell yourself on, hey, I'm laying points on the road, almost a touchdown with a team that's 1-6. Over their last 10 as a home dog, Georgia State 2-8 straight up, 3-6-1 ATS. South Alabama straight up as a road favorite, 6-4, but just 4-6 ATS. Last 10 games as a favorite overall. South Alabama 3-7 ATS there. Again, just if I had to play the game, I would look for a 7 and take Georgia State plus the 7. However, probably going to be a stay away, but Hope was able to give you some trends for you to make a decision one way or the other on the over or under. Click that like, hit subscribe, check out our College Football Friday show. We got our SEC show. It's already out. Big Ten preview comes out Friday, going down through all the games in the Big Ten slate, giving you trends, leans, and predictions on every game in the Big Ten. Again, Break the Board Sports, where we help you become a better handicapper. God bless and happy handicapping.